good to be here, and thank you, Reed, for inviting me to have the opportunity to speak to you all. So today, a last-minute change to the topic. I'll be giving you a brief summary of the corrugated industry in the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area. So my name is Larry Szeto, and I'm the chairman of the Hong Kong Corrugated Paper Manufacturers Association. The Hong Kong, in brief, is HKCPMA. Has expanded its member base to the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area. And I'll be talking about the Greater Bay Area in a few seconds. So a little bit about myself. I myself is in the corrugated business for over 20 years. I'm the managing director of NSK Paper, which is a Hong Kong company with a factory based in Dongguan. I'm also chairman of HKCPMA. And HKCPMA is also a member of the Asia Corrugated Case Association, which is ACCA, and also the member of ICCA, which is the International Corrugated Case Association. I myself spent 9 years in Canada studying industrial engineering, obtaining my master's and bachelor's degree. So a brief history of HKCPMA. So it has a very long history. It has over 50, to this year celebrates our 59th anniversary. So in 1965, 12 corrugated paper factories in Hong Kong formed the association. And our members experience in the past almost 60 years, the rapid expansion of Hong Kong and also China, especially in the South China area. So in 1985, Hong Kong opened up factories for opened up manufacturing to a lot of Hong Kong factories. And so Hong Kong factories moved up north starting in the 80s. And of course, everybody knows the rapid expansion of China's economic reform. And China has become the biggest user of corrugated and packaging materials in the world. So introduction about the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area. So I'm not sure if everyone is familiar with this concept, but the central government of China has been promoting and leading to form a Greater Bay Area in south of China, and especially in the Guangdong province. So the Greater Bay Area consists of 9 China cities and 2 SARs, SARs being special administrative regions. Obviously, it's Hong Kong and Macau. And the 9 cities together, it has an area, like a land area of over 5.6 million kilometers square, and a population of close to 100 million. Official number is 86 million, but I think it's more than that. So, and the GDP is around 13 trillion in 2022, and it's still growing. And just to give you a concept, what this GDP means, the 13 trillion consists of 25% of the total GDP of China, and also it exceeds the GDP of the entire country of Korea. So just to give you a concept that this Greater Bay Area that I'm in Dongguan right now, and it's massive, just to say the least. Introduction of the corrugated industry. So there are some numbers over here, and so China, just to give you a summary, China consumes 32.46, close to 33% of the world's lightness and medium, making it the biggest producer and consumer of lightness and mediums. And in the GBA alone, it consists of, which is consistent to the GDP, it contributes to 26% of the China's corrugated industry. HKCPMA's role, being a Hong Kong association, registered company in Hong Kong, has always been a connection between our motherland, China, with the rest of the world. And that's why we are active members in ACCA, which is Asia, and also International Corrugated Case Association. And our goal is to connect and develop the corrugated industry in the Greater Bay Area. Next topic will be the corrugated industry in Asia and China. So the production of corrugated cardboard in major countries and regions in the world in 2022. So we can see that China is way ahead in terms of the corrugated board production. And it's as mentioned before, it has over 33% of the world's corrugated consumed. So it's the consumer of the corrugated board. So it's the biggest in the world. So just to give you some numbers, China paperboard size in 2022, it's 887 million square meters. And compared to Europe, which is 612, and America's, which is 372. So it's a very big market. The world's global corrugated packaging production continues to grow. So I always say that our industry is not, it's still growing. It's still growing year by year. So and especially in Asia, so Southeast Asia and China, the corrugated box production is still growing. This shows that the production growth of corrugated cardboard in China from the year 2000 to 2022. So so even through the pandemic, it has been growing. The status right now in the industry, there are a few challenges and opportunities. And for the corrugated industry situation in the Asia and China, we're experiencing a bit of production overcapacity, which is driving the board prices and the sheets prices down. Raw material prices is also on a downtrend. And the global demand is falling after the pandemic, which I guess everybody is experiencing right now. Geopolitics is playing a more and more important role between China and the rest of the world, which affects the corrugated papers, the entire economy, basically. And liners and mediums, as mentioned, is at an all-time low. Cardboard box profit is low because of the overcapacity and the competition is very high. Labor costs continues to go up. Young people are not joining the industry. And obviously, one of the biggest topic nowadays is ESG. So the governments, or not just the government, not just China government, but everywhere globally, environmental protection policies are more and more important. So opportunities and trends in the South China corrugating industry. Continuing on the ESG topic, the China government green initiative. By 2030, China government aims to have the carbon dioxide emissions to be at the highest, but it has to start to come down. And in 2060, the goal is to have carbon neutrality. And the trend is to increase paper packaging consumption due to the recycling material. And online consumers, e-commerce is still continuing to increase. And the leading brands, well, everybody really is starting to look at company ESG. So obviously in this very tough market, we noticed that there are a few trends. The first thing is their need for new products. So the development of new products is, we can see there are two major trends. Obviously, there are a lot other trends, but I'm highlighting the two, which I think is very important right now. The first one is for our industry, for corrugated products. It's not only for packaging anymore. So we're producing like biodegradable and recyclable products such as the purpose is to replace one-time plastics. And we can see many governments, many countries, or even Hong Kong and Australia, the governments are imposing laws to replace one-time plastics with biodegradable products. And also for production-wise, there's a need to improve in energy efficiency and carbon footprint, improve in carbon footprint. E-commerce is also another big opportunity in my view. E-commerce in China is growing and it's getting bigger and bigger, and there's really a big need for personalization, and brand names and big companies recognizing that e-commerce packaging is promoting their brands, and they're actually it shows them there's a brand, or there's more and more about printing and also the design of how their products is packaged. So we can see that that's the growing trend. Also, in terms of like the actual design of the box or the packaging, there's a real need to customize for different products, optimizing transportation costs and distribution costs. In terms of the production processes in corrugating companies, corrugating plants, we see a trend to meet the market demands because of the prices that are being very competitive, and the general market as very competitive. So there is a real need for corrugators to upgrade. We have seen a trend in southern China, in the GBA, that companies are upgrading their corrugators to wider machines, faster machines that uses fewer workers to operate, and also lowers the energy costs in terms of electricity and steam, and even starch costs. In terms of converting for printing, we can see the large orders. Obviously, there's a real need to produce them more efficiently. For smaller orders to short orders, there's a need for digital printing. And for the back end, to the gluing or the stitching, like the last processes, we can see either inline machines, folder gluer machines, inline machines with the printer, or automation of some sort. Automation includes robotic arms and pelletizers and so on. So continue on that topic. Obviously, REITs is a long-term partner of HKCPMA, and in 2025, WEPACK will have many exhibitions, and I've been going to the REITs exhibition for the past, I don't know, like 10, 15 years, and every time I go, I've learned a lot. And many of our members and also members of ACCA and ICCA will also attend WEPACK. So that's it for now from me. So thank you very much, and thanks again, REITs, for inviting me to this webinar. And hope everyone have a good afternoon. Thank you.